Hey guys, what's good? I am Rosemary, and in today's topic, we are going to discuss what not to accept in a relationship. Romance makes us blind to all signs that the person we are in love with is not the love that fits well with the life and love that we truly need. In one aspect, this person can seem so fantastic and yet have such horrible tendencies in a short time later. However, many individuals endure them and allow these behaviors to drain their relationship. So you deserve someone who wants you to succeed. So let's get into it. What not to accept in a relationship. So, cheating, adultery, this is one of the things that you should not tolerate from a man or from a woman. Because if a person cheats, more than likely they are going to cheat again. And most of the time, they have already decided or are already cheating before you become aware of whatever is going on. So it makes it harder for you to accept them, because then even though a person may say that they're not going to do it again, it's a mistake. Remember, it takes two persons for someone to cheat. You can't cheat on your own, or you can't cheat by yourself without cheating with another person, especially when it comes to a relationship. Emotional, verbal, physical, and sexual abuse. Do not tolerate those tendencies from anyone. Do not let a person change you from who you really are. If you change, it's because you choose to. You see the need for you to change, for you to make a difference in the relationship. Don't ask someone to change their ways or habits, because in front of you, they are going to change. They're going to be this sweet, loving person, doing exactly what you ask and what you require of them. But behind your back, you will be deceived, because behind your back, they're going to portray and do the same thing. Example, like if they smoke, right? And you ask them, please don't smoke, I don't like it, or maybe I'm allergic to it. Then in front of your face, they're not going to smoke. But whenever they're away with their friends or out on an outing, they're going to smoke. Then you are not going to be happy about that, because then you distinctly ask them, please don't smoke, I don't like it. So don't ask a person to change, because that's the hardest thing for someone to do. They have to want to change. They have to want to be a better person in the relationship, in the life that they are presently living in. Now, I would like to ask a question. If you vomit, do you eat it back? I believe each one of you is going to say no. So then, why in a relationship, whenever you and a person breaks up, why do you take them back? It's like eating back your own vomit. You shouldn't do that, right? I mean, and also this depends on like the situation, the type of situation, that the way how you break up. If you break up on good terms, like maybe he has to go away for study or he has to go away for a job, then that's understandable. But if you break up because he cheated, he's abusive, he's jealous, and other stuff like that, don't take them back. Don't eat back your vomit. Never underestimate your potential. Never believe that you can't do it. Never believe that you can't make it on your own. And also, never choose a person solely on the basis that they, like if you have kids, that they get along with your children. Because then you're perceiving or you're seeing things that aren't really there. Those things are for your kids. You understand? If he likes your child, if he hangs out with him, if he seems like a good father figure for your child, those are criterias for the child, not criterias for you, who he's having an intimate relationship with. Never, never, I mean never give up on yourself. Say what you mean and mean what you say in a relationship. Example, if you say, I don't like a man or I don't like a woman who has XYZ, but yet you still pick up someone with those same tendencies. So you're not saying what you mean and you're not meaning what you say. It's like if you tell a child, you cannot have any sweets today. You already had enough yesterday, but yet you still go and give them the sweet. Are you saying what you mean? Are you meaning what you're saying? No. So the same goes for a relationship. Sometimes in life, we sit, we think, we wonder, why? Every time I get a man or every time I get a girl, everything seems so fine in the beginning, and then a couple months later it's like, what? I didn't know you behave like this. I didn't know you do this. I didn't know you do that. Or XYZ. We have to be careful of the places that we go and look for a man, for a woman. We also have to be careful of the criteria that we set. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. Not because you haven't been in a relationship and you go out with your friends, you're excited, you're happy, every day you're singing to yourself, oh man, today I need a man in my life. I need the man in my life. So you go out to the club, you're like, okay, tonight it's going to happen. I'm going to make sure it happens. Tonight, I'm going to leave here with a man on my arms. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Not because you haven't had someone in your life. Does that mean that you hurry or rush into a relationship? It doesn't work like that, because you're desperate. You're at a point in your life that you're desperately seeking, and you desperately have a need for love, affection, intimacy, and the whole works of it. So you are more in love with this guy before you meet him, that you're going to see everything just lovely, roses, a bed of roses all the way to the altar. And whenever your mindset settles down and everything, like whole reality comes back, it's going to be bam in your face, like, what the hell did I do? Why isn't this working out? Then you see, you're not going to think about that you rushed into it, that you needed this. You're not going to remember that. You're going to see all the faults of the guy and blame him, when truly he's been acting and behaving the same way, and just riding with the program, and then you get a whammy, or 2 whammies, or 3 whammies, or 4 whammies. Whoa, that wasn't good. So don't rush it. Take time to get to know a guy or a girl. Not because they're beautiful, they're lovely, that you just... And another thing, do not be superficial. When I say do not be superficial, I mean do not be superficial in a relationship. You know, the girl has a beautiful face, nice body. The guy has nice abs, muscles, you know. Okay, so then tell me, if you're in love with all that glamour, what will happen if he gets into an accident or any form or kind of accident? It doesn't matter, whichever one you're thinking about. Yeah, that one. That one too. So if he gets into an accident, his face is deformed, or probably he's missing a leg, or he got surgery on his stomach, it doesn't look glamorous no more, it's not the attractive thing that you like, or his eyes aren't beautiful. You know, what are you gonna do? That's being superficial, very, very superficial. So, you will not be in love with him anymore, because then it's only just like on the top, like icing on top of a cake. You're not eating the cake, tasting the cake. You're only tasting the icing. So when the icing is done, the cake is not delicious anymore. So what are you gonna do? Break up with him? You see? So whenever you're starting a relationship, whenever you're looking for a guy, go deep. Look beyond the face, the abs, the eyes, and whatever else on them that you like to see. Just in case, if anything should ever happen to them. Doesn't have to be today, it could be when they're 50, 60. You know, some guys still look good whenever they're old, but you know. So, let me stop rambling and get into the next one. Let's see, from the time you meet a guy or a girl, you can't stand them. You can't stand their ways. You can't stand their behavior. But yet, you still get into a relationship with them. Come on, what's wrong? Why? You don't believe that you can do better? You don't believe that you deserve better? It's time that you sit down and set some standards. Sit down, think about why relationships don't work out for you. What are you looking for? What do you want in a guy or in a girl? What are your qualities? What are your standards? It's like, if you go to, let's say, a restaurant. Why do you go to this restaurant? Why do you like their food? Or why don't you go to this restaurant? Why don't like their food? List it up. It's the same thing in a relationship. Why you like this girl? Why you like this dude? Why you don't like this girl? Why you don't like this dude? And another thing, I would like for everyone, including myself, to save. It's important that you save. Husband and wife, yeah, you have your joint bank account, but even if you aren't husband and wife, or even if you are husband and wife, you still need to save individually in case, the relationship doesn't work out. How are you going to stand on your feet? How are you going to stand on your feet? How are you going to pay the rent? How are you going to pay the cable bill or the mortgage? How are you going to pay the car payment? How are you going to get a rent or a house to rent? So you need to have some backup money. You understand? So that if he leaves or she leaves, like, bye, see ya. And you just keep on going from there until you can completely, just fully recover. So these are some of the standards that I've set for myself in finding my better half. And I would like to know, what are your standards that you've set? But before we get to the end of this, I would like to share some important information. But I've forgotten what it is, but just hold on. Woo. And one more important thing that I would like to tell you guys, or to let you be aware of, is not or never discuss what you want in a guy. Those guidelines that I've mentioned earlier in, why not going to the restaurant, or why do you go to a restaurant, those same lists that you make out, do not go and say, I'm looking for a guy who has XYZ qualities. I want this in my man, I want that in my man, I want this quality in my man, I want the other quality in my man or my woman. Don't do that. Because if you do, oh, trust me, the guy or the girl, because then they're like seeing whatever you have or you're bringing to the table, they're going to be, she wants that or he wants that, I'm going to be that. Yeah. And then, in the end, what will you have? Whenever you get married, you walk down the aisle, you get married, and then now it's time to settle down, have kids, and you find out he doesn't have the qualities that you're looking for. He doesn't have X, Y, Z, the it factor. What are you going to do? It's already too late. Then now is the time that you're going to see the true person that they are, and not the one that they were pretending to be. You get where I'm coming from? Do you understand? Okay, so I would like to know, what are some of the qualities that you've set for yourself in finding a mate? Are they the same or related to mine? Or are they different? Or maybe do you have more qualities that I haven't mentioned? Because I haven't told you guys everything about what I look for. Because some factors, if my better half see this, those are my secrets. So, but those are some of the basic qualities that you should set for yourself. And as you understand and practice them, you're going to come up with more for yourself, like I've had come up with. So please subscribe, leave your comments in the section down below, and those are some of the things in what not to accept in a relationship. See you on the next one. Continue to have a good day. Bye.